So, what if you could basically rebuild your conversations from scratch? Today, we're going to dig into the hidden blueprint that decides whether you're really connecting with people or just pushing them away. We're going to design a whole new way of talking, one that's built on, intention instead of regret.
Oh, we've all been there, right? That split second after the words are out of your mouth and you get that sinking feeling in your stomach. You just wish you could literally grab them and pull them back. Well, what if there was a way to install a kind of pre-send filter on our own speech? That's exactly what we're going to try and build today.
Okay, think about this for a second. Your boss gives you some pretty tough feedback on a project. The immediate reactive part of you just wants to throw up a defensive wall, right? You're wrong! But what if instead you could see it as a map to get better? The goal isn't just about being right, it's about getting it right. And that right there is the huge shift we're talking about. So where does that knee-jerk reaction even come from? Well, meet the villain of our story, what the Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman calls our fast brain. This is the impulsive, totally automatic part of us that just speaks first and thinks, well, maybe later. It's a system that's built for survival, not for the tricky, nuanced conversations we have every day.
I mean, this just says it all. Once you say it, it's out there. You can try to apologize, you can clarify, but you can't unsend those words. The damage is already done. Your fast brain basically just slammed the send button without even asking for your permission.
But here's the good news. There is a hero in this story. A really simple but incredibly powerful tool that gives our more thoughtful, slow brain a chance to catch up. And that hero is the pause. That little moment, that gap between what someone says to you and what you say back, that's not just empty space. That's where you take back control. It's the difference between being a puppet of your emotions and being the master of your own words.
The Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh put this so perfectly. A trigger, it's just a spark. But a destructive outburst, that's a full-blown fire. The pause is that critical gap. It's the space we create to stop that spark from turning into an absolute inferno.
So what do you actually do in that gap? I mean, it's not just about awkwardly waiting. The very first step is to turn your attention inward and deal with that emotional storm that's probably brewing inside. And this whole internal process, it really starts with the body. Just one single slow breath can physically calm your nervous system down. Then, from there, you can just notice the emotion. Don't judge it, just name it silently in your head. Okay, that's defensiveness, or wow, I'm feeling really hurt. And finally, you can question your mindset. Am I here to win, or am I here to learn? The mindfulness teacher Tara Brach gives us this perfect visual. When you try to ignore or suppress an emotion, you're basically just shaking a can of soda. The second you open your mouth to speak, it's guaranteed to explode everywhere. But the act of just noticing that feeling, that's like slowly twisting the cap, letting the pressure out safely before you say a word.
And that brings us to this huge mental shift, which comes from Carol Dweck's work. By questioning your own mindset, you get to choose how you respond. Is this feedback an attack on you, personally? That's a fixed mindset. Or is it just information that can help you get better? That's a growth mindset. And let me tell you, the choice you make right here changes everything that follows.
Okay, so once you've managed your own inner world, the pause gives you the space to do something pretty radical. Shift your focus completely outward. Instead of prepping your defense, you get ready to understand. This idea from the book, Difficult Conversations, is so important. We usually argue about the tip of the iceberg, the facts, the what happened. But the real conflict, the real energy of the argument, is driven by that massive, hidden part below the surface, all the feelings and emotions involved. Think of it this way. There are actually 3 conversations happening all at once. There's the what happened conversation. That's all about the facts. But right underneath that, there's the feelings conversation. And even deeper is the identity conversation. What this all says about me as a person. We get totally stuck when we only argue about the facts and we completely ignore the 2 most powerful layers right underneath. So how do you explore what's actually under the surface? You use this phrase. It's so simple. Help me understand. It's not an accusation, it's an invitation. It instantly changes the dynamic from a fight into a joint problem-solving mission. You're not saying, you're wrong. You're saying, hey, I want to see the world from your side for a minute. All right, you've paused. You've looked inward. You've looked outward. Now and only now are you actually ready to speak. And when you do, it's going to be with a clear and powerful intention. This really gets to the heart of what's called nonviolent communication. A phrase like, you never help me, it's pure accusation. It's like throwing a stone at someone, which forces them to build a defensive wall. But what if you reframe it as a need? I'm feeling really stressed and could use some support. That's not a stone, it's a map. You're inviting them to come find a solution with you. And Marshall Rosenberg gives us this clear 4-step path to actually do this. You start with just a neutral observation of the facts. Then you express the feeling that it creates in you. From there, you connect it to a core need. And finally, you make a clear, actionable request. It's a roadmap to actually being heard. This quote is just such a powerful reminder of what's at stake here. Every single word we choose has an effect. It can heal a situation, or it can make it so much worse. And that choice is always ours to make. Okay, let's tie all of this together with one last super practical tool. Think of this as the final checkpoint your words have to pass through before you let them out into the world. It really all comes down to this final filter. Before the words leave your mouth, just run them through these 4 quick gates. Is what I'm about to say true? Is it kind? Is it useful? And finally, even if it's all 3 of those things, is this the right time to say it? And if the answer to any one of those questions is no, the instruction is simple. You pause, you just don't speak. You go back, you breathe, and you wait until you can confidently answer yes to all 4. And ultimately, this is the entire process right here in one line. Pause first. Use that pause to understand yourself and to understand the other person, and only then speak. It's kind of like buffering a video, right? That short wait makes sure that when you finally press play, the picture is perfectly clear. So the question I'll leave you with is this: where will you press pause today?